And today we're going to look at the Dewalt MT16, MT for Multitool 16, I believe, because they have 16 different functions of this multi-tool listed on the back here. So there is the list, if you're curious. Also a diagram that you can look over later. But we'll go through this. Let's get it open and check it out a little more closely. All right, we got the packaging open. The first thing I notice here is that these pliers are spring loaded. That's actually a pretty nice feature. You don't find that too often in multi-tools. So I like that. Other thing I'm seeing is, actually it's pretty comfortable in my hand here. So it's a little unsure about the way the shape's a little bit different on one side than the other. If you notice, this sort of comes out on the side, and then on the opposite side here it sits in, but that feels like a good place for me to put my thumb here, and I can grip it pretty good with my fingers on the other side. So not as comfortable this way, for me at least, but yeah, I like that. I like the fact that it's spring loaded, so that's good as well. So let's talk about three functions right here off the bat. We have needle nose pliers. We have what we would use on like a nut or a bolt here, so curved pliers. And then if you look a little more closely, there are wire cutters. So they're considering those three separate tools, or three separate functions, at least for the multi-tool. So those look pretty good. Feel like, if you can see on that tip, it comes together pretty close on the tip. We'll have to test it out and see how it does, but that's good. Let's try and close it up. So fold it back together and then press it together to close it up all the way. This feels kind of bulky, for me to carry this in my pocket. It doesn't have a pocket clip at all. It's going to be really heavy in my pocket. So I don't know if that's what they're going for. Guessing probably not. It's a Dewalt tool. I have a lot of the Dewalt power tools, 20-volt cordless tools. My thought is maybe I'd put this tool in with those as sort of to augment those tools a little bit. So if I ever need pliers or screwdriver or what have you, I'll have it available. But let's go through the other functions here and see what we have. So these three pop out, and we have a can opener. So that's one function. We also have what I think is supposed to be a flathead screwdriver, and that I don't know. Right, like if I'm going to put this in with my cordless drills or cordless tools, I don't know how handy it's going to be to have a can opener. And here's another wider flathead screwdriver that with a bottle opener. And I think they called this out as a wire stripper. This little, you see the little notch there. I think that's intended to be a wire stripper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but it is another function. And then lastly, I think on this side, we have a pair of screwdrivers, but also we have a file. Feels pretty good, actually, pretty functional. just on this side. Kind of see, like, I don't know if they were, yeah, this is just smooth on this side. So, and then a 2-inch ruler. Again, I don't know, maybe there are times when you need to measure 2 inches and that's going to be handy, but I don't know. I don't know how useful that's going to be. And then we have here, we have a blade. It's half serrated, half straight edge. Doesn't even feel very sharp right now, I'll be honest. So that's a blade. On this side, kind of hard to get out, but we have some scissors. Let's try this. Scissors on plastic. They work. How about this little bit of cardboard here? Yeah, that'll work. Those are pretty good, actually. Go back to the knife blade. Look at that. See, that works pretty good, actually. Well, it needs touched up. That needs touched up. But, and it does lock. There's a liner lock here. I don't know if I showed that earlier, but liner lock. So you see a little cutout here for your thumb. Push that in and you can close it. I don't think, how does this, yeah, this doesn't really have a liner lock. It's just sort of a detent there. Lock it in place and then you can close it. Wow. So we have a screwdriver. This is so hard to get out here. I'm afraid I'm gonna. There we go. So we'll put the scissors back. We have another Phillips head screwdriver, which, if I look at it, feels like it doesn't go very deep. It's probably pretty good. We can try it out. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. And then another flathead screwdriver, a wider one, which is probably more functional than the other two that were on the other side there. And a lanyard hole, I think, is what this is called, and it's going to be kind of hard to even get out. But also, that's another function that they're listing. And I don't know that a lanyard is really a multi-tool function, or a lanyard, a way to mount a lanyard. That seems like a stretch to me, but there we go. But that is an option if you need to put a lanyard on here to make it easier to get in and out of your pocket, which I would not recommend carrying this big bulky. Like, it's thick, bulky. My plan is to put this in the pouch with my 20-volt Dewalt tools and carry it around that way. So what I'll say, probably the functions that I'll use the most is going to be these spring-loaded pliers. Those are really nice. Or wire cutters or what have you. I wish the wire cutters were, the blades were replaceable, because I could see those wearing out. That's going to be handy. Probably next after that, maybe that screwdriver or the knife blade. But I always carry a pocket knife. So probably the flathead and Phillips head screwdrivers would be the next thing that I would use off of this. And so that makes me wonder, would I be better off with just pliers? I don't know. We'll carry it around a while and see how it does. But that is the Dewalt MT16. Just unpackaging and first impressions here. I'll give it a chance to, try and work it on some screws. Maybe get a can and open it with the can opener and see how it does. If you're interested in seeing that video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear about that and do what we can to make that happen. So thanks so much for watching.